I understand is sharing.
79 years ago, the Nazis extradited Luis Companys, the Catalonian president, back to Spain, where the fascist regime of Franco executed him for rebellion against the Spanish state. In the last few days, the Prime Minister of Spain has suggested that that was an absolutely legitimate thing for the fascist regime of Franco to do, as he commented on their right to imprison leaders of the Catalonian independence movement, elected politicians and officials. So you couldn't really get a more stark and alarming and sinister reminder of the brutal and repressive nature of what the Spanish state are now doing to elected representatives of Catalonia, and indeed to millions of Catalonians who have done nothing more than exercise their legitimate aspiration through democratic means, through the means of a referendum, for national self-determination and independence. And yet we have the Spanish Prime Minister quoting favourably the decision of a fascist regime to execute a Catalonian president for doing the same thing. And our government and the European Union sits idly by, deathly silent. As we speak, there are 5 demonstrations going from 5 different Catalonian cities, which are 100 kilometres long. Each of them 100 kilometres long. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Catalonians absolutely horrified at the decision of the Spanish courts to impose 100 years of imprisonment on the Deputy Prime Minister and other leading figures. And their crime, by the way, was not to declare independence, but was to organise a referendum. That's the crime they were charged, to organise a democratic referendum, and the scenes, as we speak, of police violence. I mean, I've just been watching some of the most disturbing pictures of Spanish police beating pensioners and old people to the ground, throwing them to the ground and beating them ruthlessly for being on peaceful demonstrations in Catalonia, for exercising what is a key international human right, the right to self-determination, and nothing said. Now, I am appealing to your government to speak out vocally and clearly to condemn what the Spanish government have done in jailing people who've done nothing more than exercise what is a legitimate right under international law, which is to fight for self-determination. And when they did so through democratic means of holding a referendum, and to condemn the violence of the Spanish state against this peaceful movement for self-determination. I hope you will do it and raise this issue with your European colleagues. Otherwise, frankly, Europe's profession to be an upholder of human, civil and democratic rights is nothing but hollow talk.